Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the 6x6, how we're going to solve the 6x6 Rubik's Cube. And as I said, I'm going to jump straight into the terminologies that I'll be using during this clip. This playlists, list a series of clips so that you are familiar with it. For people who are not clear with any of the terminologies, I am trying to put something in the comment so that you can, or the description, so that you can have an idea on what I'm talking. But in case it is not still clear, please feel free to give me a comment or reach out to me. I think there are ways in which you can reach out. There is an email, there is comments, and then you can, pass on your information, and then I will also be reaching. So essentially, we need to be able to interact if there is a need for additional support or if I'm not explaining myself clearly. So with that small brief introduction, my next step is to talk about the 6x6. As you would have seen in the 3x3, it has nine pieces on one side. A 4x4 will have 16 pieces. It's just a square, 3 square, 4 square. So this has 16 pieces, and this has 5x5 has 25 pieces. So you'll see that since it is a square, it's going to be getting complex as we move. And of course 6x6 has 36, so it's like 6x6, so it's like 36 pieces into it. Even though there are 36 pieces into it, it translates into essentially three layers. There are three layers that you're going to talk horizontally and vertically, which will become like this: one layer, two layer, three layer. So these are the three layers. If you want to differentiate them, one, two, three. Again, if you turn this, there are three layers that you'll see: one, two, three. So you'll have three layers, and those three layers will actually translate into the cube. Similarly, this is for, again, if you see the 4x4, that also translates into 3 layers. One layer, two layer, this two will become one layer, this is the third layer, and if you look at this becomes three layers. So essentially it's like one layer, two layer, three layer in the vertical, one layer, two layer, second layer, third layer in the horizontal. So all the cubes that are square in nature like this will translate into this. 5x5 is no different. It is like one layer, and then these all the three will become one layer, and this will become one layer. So this is like 1 2 3 vertical, 1 2 and 3. So again, it is the same principle that guides all these square cubes. So no, 6x6 is no way different. It translates into one layer. This is what I am moving as the leftmost layer becomes one. All the four becomes the second layer. So it will be like this. And so since it is scrambled, you will not visualize. So now you will be able to see what I am talking. So this is one layer, and these four will become one layer, and this will become one layer. So if you see that, there is again three layers. Now again, vertically, horizontally, it is the same thing where you have three layers, right? So 1 2 3. The real question is how we are translating the this cube into a real 3x3. So what is the center here? What are the edges and what are the corners? So if you see by 5x5 clip, that's what I have explained. Here also it will be the same. The corners will be the single individual pieces. There is no difference to it. Okay, there will be always only 8 pieces of corners. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So there are totally 8 corners, and in all the pieces it will be the same. The edges will actually be the consolidated portions. For example, 1 2 3 4 will become one edge, 1 2 3 4 will become one edge, 1 2 3. So similarly, all the four sides, it is the same here. The four pieces between the corners in the last layer will become the edge. What we are left with is the 16 pieces: 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 4 by 4, which is the 16 pieces, which will form the center. So you are left with one center piece, which is like this. This is the center piece. Imagine this to be this piece, and one edge. 1 2 3 4. In one side there are four edge. 1 2 3 4. Here it will be like four edge. 1 2 3 4, and The corners will remain the same. 1, 2, 3, 4 will be 1, 1 pieces. That's it. Similar to this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you are having a 3 by 3 within this. Now imagine this as a 3 by 3 where you have all the centers and the edges. It translates literally into a 3 by 3. The task of solving a 6 by 6 will be converting these corners you won't be doing much, it's as it is. The edges, form all the edges of the same color and then make these edges as one consolidated edge. And the same way, get all these colored pieces into one place. For example, it can be completely yellow here and then completely white here and so on. So one of the key things that you need to be careful about for any even cube, for example 4 by 4 or 6 by 6 or 2 by 2 for that matter, they all have one challenge where there is no centerpiece here. If you see here 3 by 3, you have the centerpiece. You cannot change this to become blue. And a 5 by 5, if the centerpiece is already fixed, it's in the axis on which everything is built. So this is blue, this cannot be changed to red. This is red, it cannot be changed to orange. This is green. So the centers are already fixed, so it's easy for you to not mess up with the center. But a 4 by 4, these 4 will become the center, so you can translate the 4 by 4 of the blue into here, which will completely mess it up because this is associated with the corners of green orange and your blue orange is going to be here. It will not come here. So if you mess things here, you will not be able to fix it. So any even cube, 4 by 4, 6 by 6, 8 by 8, 10 by 10, if at all we go to that level, keep in mind that the centers are not fixed because there is no one center piece that fixes the color. So if I want to make it, I can make this 16 pieces as either yellow or white or blue or orange or red or green, anything that I want, I can fix it. But what we should be careful is the corresponding the colors and the associations, that we should be careful. For example, if you fix, let's say I fix this as orange, then my left hand side should be green, right hand side should be blue, and my back should be red if I take the yellow as the top and white as the bottom. So the same convention should be followed as long as you fix the colors. So if I take this as orange, I should assume that this becomes white, this becomes yellow, and this becomes white, and this becomes orange. If I have this color of yellow, orange and white, then this becomes green and this becomes blue, the back will be red. So as long as I maintain the convention where if a yellow top and an orange facing, the left should always be green, the right should always be blue, and the bottom should be white, back should be red. If we follow this convention, it will be easy for us to solve the problem. I have more on the nomenclature and the terminologies, so I'll be continuing on the next clip. Till that I'll take a small break. Thank you.